friends. I hope you guys have all had an amazing day. Oops. I forgot to shut the door, but oh well. I've had a pretty good day. It's been very packed, busy, but I have learned I probably function my best when I'm just boom, 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 just doing things. Um, Played a game with my kids today. Something about the floor is the lava, and you have to hop and hop and hop and hop to these little pieces. And I'm not that young anymore, guys. My back hurts. It's hurt since I started jumping, but we had a good time. Like, we crushed a group this week. So much that I am going to get them some pizza for lunch on like Friday just to say good job, because it's hard when there's fall break and there's a lot of just home time and downtime, and so they really pulled it together this week. Like, I'm proud of them. I'm super proud of them. And I was like, you know what? Let me reward them with some pizza, because one thing that they've told me is they don't really get much like ordered pizza. Like, they can bake a pizza, but they don't get ordered pizza, which at another center I work for, they get pizza all the damn time. So I don't know. I don't know. So I'm going to order them some pizza for being awesome kiddos this week. If you can see, I'm a little bit more alert today and put together today. I'm not like trying to fall asleep. It's just been a good Tuesday. Yeah. Sad news is William's still sitting in Chicago. Anybody that knows him knows that sitting is not his friend. Like, I don't know, he'll be scratching the paint off the walls later because he's just bored. But as long as they can get everything that they need to in line and all goes well, he should head out tomorrow, I would hope. I have a job interview. I have a job interview this week, and I'm pretty stoked. I applied for it yesterday. They reached out today, which is amazing. And then, of course, they reach out, and I have another company that reaches out, and I'm just like, wow, okay. Um, and guys, this is hard. Like, part of me wants to just run, like, go to these other companies and give all my all to them and just enjoy life. Like, one has great benefits, 401k, blah, 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 has all the things and medical and all the stuff. But I kind of like where I'm at because, I'm in a position to where once we get another therapist in here and I'm not feeling it anymore, I could take a day off here. I could take a day off there if I wanted. And I don't know what that would look like working for this other company. I know the other company is state based, so that's going to be a little bit different too. So we'll just see. I'm going to go. I'm going to give my best like I always do, and we'll see what they say. Couldn't hurt, right? I'm gonna just kind of reflect here, and I talked about this kid yesterday, I believe. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did. Gosh, it was so bad yesterday. I don't even remember what I talked about. That's horrible. But anyways, I've been working with this kid for a while, and I know who he is because I've had him previously, and I've been trying to get him placed differently. Okay, I'll just put it that way. I feel like he's at too much of a restricted care, and he needs to come down a little bit, just because there's no reason to keep him at a higher level. Um, and I finally started getting some feedback on it. I reached out last week to all kinds of people, and finally today I started getting some responses on it, which I love. I mean, I've been waiting for it, right? And I'm reading a bunch of excuses. And it's so frustrating because, these kids, if you guys haven't figured out, I haven't had the best life. Um, that coffee looks way whiter in the picture. Um, but yeah, they haven't had the best life. It's been rough. And I seen this kid a year and a half ago, 2 years ago. And then I haven't seen him since. But since I've got him back, like, you can just immediately feel a difference. You can see a difference. You can hear a difference. Everything is different. And it just is behooving to me that, here I am as his interim therapist there. And I've been working with him for over a month. And they're like, well, he's probably on a honeymoon phase. No. No, I don't feel that with him, and I have a pretty good gut inclination of, it's a honeymoon phase or it's not. And so I reach out to him and I'm like, guys, thank you for all the insight and input. And I hope that we're just doing the best for the child. And I'm not one to rush it. And I don't want to say that we want to get rid of him, but I would like to see him placed where he needs to be, again, just putting my sincerity in it. And, one of the bigger wigs of the whole email chain, and for my job, reached out finally, and he's like, you know what, you got a point. You got a point. You met your client, you identified who they were, and you know, um, you've really honed in on this, and uh, just thank you for the honesty. And I was like, I don't want to say that he's never gonna act out because he probably will. I mean, given kids will do that occasionally, but I think we're past that rough spot, like it's gonna be, well, I don't know, doesn't pick up his socks when he's told to pick up his socks or whatever. I just don't see it becoming a bad acting out, like, so we chit chatted a little bit, and it just, it floors me that I don't know how long this kid's been in this position. I don't know how long he would have been in this position had I not had a voice for him. Like, it took me really like reaching out and digging deep and doing all the things. And I understand there's liabilities, but sometimes like if we keep him, there's a liability that he's just going to regress, and I have to think of every aspect, like from A to Z to B. And I really have to hone in and say, ugh. And I think that's the whole resolution, getting to a better choice for this child, is what I live for. That's what I crave. I crave to help these kids. Maybe I'm not going to be his therapist if he goes elsewhere. Maybe I'll never see him again. But I'll know in my gut that he's okay. Like, he's where he needs to be. And that's what it's about for me. Like, helping, being the voice, being the advocate. And, that's my behind the scenes work. And, with them, I work on, so what's your perfect picture look like? And we start building that dream and we work towards that goal. And that's what it's about for me. Like, you have a system that's put in place and you have a child and you have me that's kind of the middleman, like all I'm doing is getting from here to here, and this kiss, get him to work, that we triangle and we make it better. And it was just a great thing to read today when I finally hit that little piece of something that made that guy go, boom, she's right. It's not about being right. It's about advocating. And that's what I told him. I'm like, I'm not right. I just want the best for my client. And if it means me talking and speaking out for him, by gosh, I'm going to talk and speak out for him. And so it was a good day. Also, another thing is that, I was filling in for another outpatient therapist. And, well, when I told them that the other therapist was back, they're like, okay. I'm like, yeah, she's, she'll set everything up. And, well, I guess she's seen two of my clients last week, well, of her clients last week that I seen. And so I get a text message today saying, hey, so can you just see my kid, because she feels so much better with you. And not to tap yourself on the back, but damn, it feels good to know that you've been able to make a connection and to help somebody, and to be able to, just ID what they need, and ID how to work with them and make them feel comfortable and supported, and to be able to work through and process. Like, that is the best, like, feeling. And then, shortly after that one, then I get an email saying, hey, you have another one that's wanting to come back to you. And I'm like, bring them all. I love the other therapist, don't get me wrong, she's a sweetest person. But I also am very proud. I mean, I worked so hard to be the best therapist I could be, and I'm not licensed yet. We all know that. I've never hid that. But these kids have, man, they've been my I don't want to say my teachers, but they have been my teachers. Like, I see their pain, and I see their happiness, and I see good, and I see bad, and I hurt for them, and I care for them, and I just want the best for them, like. And I know when I lay my head down tonight that all I can say, I'm giving them the very best of me. And when I say I don't bring work home with me, I don't. These tears aren't because I'm bringing work home with me. It's because when you work so hard to get somewhere, and then you see and you start reaping these benefits, and it's just very emotional. Like, it's very raw. And when you can see growth, and you can see smiles, and you can see that they believe in you, and they trust in you, and they're giving you all their trust. Like, that's what I'm here for. And it is beautiful. I mean, it's beautiful. um Hold on, let me. If there's one thing that I've done right, like, it's applying myself to counseling. Like, it's to, trusting this process that's been so hard, and so challenging, and so rewarding. Like, I really had to trust in this process, and that wasn't easy all the time. But I've never lied to you guys, and you guys know. I mean, I'll brag about my support all day long, because I'm very blessed in that part. Like, very, very blessed to have the support, and the encouragement, and the ability for my family to forgive me when I shortcome, because I put work before everything else. Like, there's times that I've missed things, events, or whatever, because I was trying to get to where I am today, and my family's always supported me for that. Like, they've never shunned me for not being able to give them what I'm giving these other people sometimes. And I just cannot tell you how lucky and blessed I am. So, this was not supposed to be a cry session, but sometimes, y'all, I just get raw, and I get real, and I talk about things, and it's so very good for me. Don't get me wrong. I want you guys to be able to understand me too. So let me try to calm down here. Life's happening. good things are happening and amazing things are happening. And for every struggle I've had, for every little stumble I've taken, for everything that I've thought I would never have happen to me, it's happening. And it's pretty awesome, and I have amazing people to do life with, and I'm just so blessed. And if I can be that person for anybody out there, like your encourager, your supporter, like if I can be your ear, I can't therapy anybody that I might know or, but I will be that person, that's on your side encouraging you to do whatever you want to do. Like, that's who I am. And I just sometimes get overwhelmed like this because it's so hard, but it's so worth it. So, here we are 16 minutes into it. Wasn't even planning on crying. You guys can see I'm not very good at wiping up tears, like just making them stop. So, there you have it. So yeah. All right. So if you ever need anybody, guys, reach out. I have told you guys before, I'm here. I'm here for you. I'm here for myself because this makes me feel better too. Like being able to share who I am and what I do and what I love. And just being able to talk freely on this mic, and it's just who I am, and I love it. And I want to thank you guys. I want to thank you guys for watching. I mean, like, I kind of doubted my mom was watching these anymore, but she commented last night, so I'm like, ooh, okay. But just thank you for coming back every day and just listening to me ramble, and for understanding when I just didn't show up for almost a week, just thank you. Thank you. But please remember, I can't do this unless I'm not going to continue to absorb time into this unless I know that it is something that people like, So if you do watch this and you do like what I have to say, or you can relate, or you have questions, or whatever, just remember to reach out. Like the page. That way it's liked. Go ahead and subscribe. Hit the bell. Like, do it all. Because that way when I come back on here tomorrow and I'm kind of not crying or not tired like yesterday, you can get all the great content and videos that we have coming up here. So I am going to sign off for today. And I just want to say thank you again. And bye, friends. Don't you see I'm shining? 'Cause when I don't you see I'm shining? 'Cause when I